am Jack Rabbit.
Tory Boo 151.
And it is Tuesday. It must mean table talk. It is June 16th, 2015. And we have a lot of subjects that we want to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Where do we want to start?
We want to start with this Rachel, NAACP leader. What's going on with Rachel?
Okay, so check this out. This is this Rachel Dolezal, I think that's how you pronounce her name, from Spokane, Washington, who is a white lady, but she wanted to pass off being black. I'm real conflicted on this, but I want to add in some additional information that I'm picking up pieces here and there about her that hasn't been said. First of all, she was outed by her parents. And how did that happen? An investigative reporter at her home, in her hometown, found her parents and interviewed them. And they the one that said, while they were on camera talking to him, that she isn't black, that she's white. She's the one that put a picture up with herself standing next to an older older black gentleman, trying to say that that was her father.
Right.
First, she said also that she was biracial, and then she eventually turned it into being all black. But she is a white girl from Montana, blonde hair, blue eyes girl.
Everything.
Why was she being investigated? Okay. Supposedly there were death threats, racist death threats coming to her home. And come to find out, she was sending them to herself. Okay. So right away, this lady got problems, right?
Definitely. She got big problems.
Right. So then everyone's saying she went to Howard University and she got on a scholarship and she going to give that money back. She did go to Howard University. However, she started going there as a white girl back in 2002. And she ended up filing a discrimination suit against them, a legal lawsuit against Howard University, because her artwork as a white girl was up, and she felt like they were taking her artwork down and replacing it with artwork of black people. She said she didn't get a teaching assistantship because she was pregnant at the time. And Howard had taken the scholarship away from her anyways.
Right.
So she never benefited from this scholarship. And it wasn't even a scholarship for her playing black. So in as far as how I feel about this, I feel this lady is fucked up. Let me just say that plain and simple. She is crazy. Something is very wrong with her. But she had this notion, this inkling that if I become black, then I can get better advantages or what have you being a black woman than she could being white, because her experience at Howard led her to believe that black students were much more favored over white students. I don't know. I don't go to Howard. I don't know who went to Howard. I went to a different college altogether. I don't know anyone from there. I haven't heard that experience. It's one of the oldest black institutions in our country. So I find that hard to believe, because a lot of these colleges are in place because of scholarships and support from the corporate community. So I don't know how true that is, but she was shiesty enough to realize that if I change my identity, then things could be easier for me, or I can open up doors and stuff. Now, some people talking about let's give her a pass and all of that, and what have you. And I'm not going to even answer. I'm going to leave it to y'all to think about that. Give her a pass because she helped the black people. Well, first and foremost, I feel, when has the NAACP helped the black people? It was started by 3 Jewish people, then W.E. Du Bois and a few other upper echelon or the bourgeois blacks back in the 20s got involved in it. It seems to me with the nature of our country has gotten very loud and vocal in terms of racism and discrimination, but they haven't pushed forward. They pushed back. So they were a safe place for her to hide in and not be discovered unless that investigative reporter had discovered her.
Right.
In addition, her posing black to teach black studies and that was ridiculous. Teaching black studies, you can go learn that at school. We learn black studies from being black, living in the community,
Right.
being raised in the hood, all of that when we didn't even know it was a hood. But learning to be black, you can do that. Watch TV, read books, memorize names, places, add in some of your own flavor to it or what have you. But you don't need to be black to do that. I got my master's. I studied for my master's in urban studies. So one of my teachers was a white lady who was excellent at what she did. Wrote some great books and really had been involved with a lot of pro-black movements in the 60s, 70s, and she was white and she never tried to be anything else but white, and she had a black husband and mixed kids and the whole 9 yards. So I think she's full of it. What do you think?
I think that too, and also we've heard on the news that now people want to look at light-skinned people or mixed people in a different way because of all these issues with this lady. We have nothing to do with that. That's her issue that she want to pose black, but she white.
Right, but don't be giving us no side eye because of being mixed. I don't have a dog in this race whatsoever. I'm not white trying to be black. I'm not black trying to be white. I'm both. And I'm never going to be anything other than both of those. So I don't have a dog in the race, so don't side-eye me on some bull.
Please, don't worry. She got my anger up too. Just don't put me in the fight. I'm not in there with you.
So I don't know. What do you think about it? Put it up there. Is she a poser? Is she somebody we should give a pass card to and say, okay, because she taught black studies, it's okay?
Right.
Y'all tell us. I'm gonna leave it to y'all. What else we got going on?
We got some craziness in Indiana. Why?
Indiana?
Yes, in Indiana, Walmart. 2 middle-aged women are going at
yes. What happened?
There's 2 middle-aged white women. One woman is in a cart for the disabled or the overweight. She's in the cart, and another lady is standing up looking in her grocery aisle. The one sitting in the cart for the disabled, she's all upset because the lady with the cart is supposedly in her way. So she speaks up about it. Then it starts getting a little heated and stuff like that. And the lady with the regular cart says something off color. And the lady jumps out of her seat.
She sure does.
Like she did say,
you want it.
Right.
The next thing you know, they were wrestling all over the ground and hitting and throwing looks. And then the lady with the kid with the dark hair, that was her son. That was her 6-year-old son. She's telling him to hit the lady, and he was running up on people that was filming, talking all kind of trash, and he was a little bitty boy. But ultimately, they arrested the one with the dark hair. They had the little boy for endangerment of a child and neglect of a child because she allowed him to act a straight fool up in the store and watching her.
Hit the lady and hit her, take the shampoo bottle, bust her head.
You know what? That was crazy. When they was breaking them up, they had shampoo and cream rinse. And
they looked ridiculous afterwards.
And they was too big for all of that. So.
Yeah,
that's
quit
crazy.
Tripping. Do your best.
And don't put your kids on nobody.
Please don't. So a New York man spends $700K to make a woman love him. He spends his money on psychic.
You know what? This fool get what he get, and I'm gonna tell you why. Who the hell is gonna spend $70,000? Who is that gullible? But he was going to one of those gypsy psychics in New York, and he's up here paying her thousands at a whop for spells to make him love her, potions. And all kind of potions and things like that. And then check this out. At the end of this whole mess, come find out that lady died from a drug overdose. Yeah. So now the psychic's got this fool paying to bring her back to life.
It baffles me. Like, what is wrong with you? You can't make nobody love you.
At what point did you think This is ridiculous. I guess at 70,000, I would have never.
No psychic?
No.
No.
And not no gypsy psychics where they just guessing.
Right.
If they start telling you to bring money in to take this hex or this spell on you, or they're going to give you a love potion, you better run the other way. You're getting played. Run the other way. Spiritual intuitiveness comes from the center of you. We all have it, but we do have to take the time to tap into it.
Right.
And to practice that. But it's not something special that they're going to bring back the dead.
No. I wish people would stop. I'm already skeptical about these TV psychics, so y'all please don't pay them no money.
Thank you.
So, Safari has a new song by Nicki Minaj. He airing out dirty laundry.
You know what? I'm here for it. I'm going to tell you why. He got just as much right to say what happened in that situation as she did.
I have to agree. I haven't personally listened to the song. I'm not really into Nicki Minaj and them. But I will say it takes two to make it. It takes two to break it. So they both did some dirt in that relationship.
Yeah, and they both are claiming now that they both cheated on each other and what have you. You got to look at it and realize that they've been together 12 years. But these are young people, so that means when they met, they was 12 or 14.
Right.
You know, ain't nobody that old. So that's a puppy love or junior high or high school sweetheart thing. That is not marriage and for life.
No.
But he better than me. I'm telling you that right now, because he took a whole lot of mess off of her. I'm not kidding. She would be out and he couldn't walk next to her.
Nope.
He couldn't claim her, couldn't hold on to her, couldn't be hugged up on her. Like, dang. So you just
hold
work
her
for
purse
her.
And stuff like that.
Right. Because we didn't know whether he worked for her or not. Whenever
I didn't know. I didn't even know until all this stuff started coming out. And I'm like, really?
Shady. Okay. She's shady.
Really. And even you said that in your reading that she loves to do that to her men. She emasculates them.
She definitely does. She's supposed to be with Meek Mills. I don't really know if she with Meek Mills or not because these tabloids, they make up a lot of stories and stuff like that.
Definitely.
But he better put his big boy drawers on because otherwise she gonna take them.
Really? You're ready? So, a woman takes the after pill to abort a 5-month-old pregnancy, and she won't be charged with murder.
Yeah. And I don't even know it. You know what? I'm so confused on what people should be doing or not doing, I guess. But she took the after pill, but she waited till she was 5 months along. Who the hell gonna wait till you're 5 months along to take the after pill? I mean, really?
I don't even get that. We've heard stories of these people, or we've known some of these people. If they even think for a minute they might be pregnant after the day after, they hurrying up to the
right. You ain't waiting no 5 months and then have a change of heart this far along. But she took the pill and it aborted the baby, which is what it's supposed to do. And at first she got arrested and they were debating on charging her, but now I guess they're not going to charge her. But I don't know where I feel on that because, you know, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. And never mind. It's not my business because a lot of people do the craziest things in the world and they, in their deranged mind, got some kind of reason that they think is logical.
Right. I think it's okay. It's cool.
Right. And I'm not really seeing it like that.
Nah.
5 months along, obviously the relationship broke up and everybody changed their mind.
Right.
But that's pretty far along to have that baby. There's a lot of people do give birth at that, even though the babies might be underweight and might be sickly, but can get better. It still happens. So that's real hard to say. Right. This is not a abortion, pro-life conversation I'm giving you. Not in the least bit. It just is a weird thing to do. It's weird to wait that far along.
5 months? I don't get it.
Let me clutch my
I'm saying, like, I don't get it.
I don't either.
But I'm not going to speak on it because that's your choice what you want to do, if you want to keep your baby or not. So.
Well, we have to speak on it because we have a show to do. True. So, and it's on our topic list. So.
I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Why wait so late? If you were unsure or whatever, you should have gone and took it right then and there.
And if you unsure if this is the one, then you know how to wrap it up. Put something on. You get on some birth control or IUD or some other kind of device, the shot, to make sure that all bases are covered.
Please.
Stop playing with the lives of these kids or with your own self. How you know that pill that wouldn't have killed you? You waited so long.
You don't even know. And I'm going to tell you something, because I hear people in my age range say this all the time, especially young boys. Please stop thinking that just because you're on the pill means you do not have to wear a condom.
Right.
You could get pregnant even if you're on the pill. Put the condom on and take the pill as well.
That's right. Condom is not, a pill is not 100%.
No.
But I agree with you, because you may not get her pregnant, but who knows what else you got. or her for that matter. So
you might find yourself burnt.
Right. Hello.
Don't play. So a woman went missing on due date and found unharmed, but no baby was coming.
Girl, check this out. So this lady was supposedly pregnant, and it was her due date. So she's supposed to be getting packed up and everything to go to the hospital. But on the very day that's her due date, she disappears.
Yeah, nobody.
Now they got a big, Amber Alert or manhunt or whatever, searching for this lady. People not knowing, did somebody kidnap her? Is she ill and it fell out somewhere or whatever? And lo and behold, she turned back up another few days.
Yeah.
All the family had to say was that she was back safe and sound, and there won't be an addition to our family.
Yeah, it was just,
you know what I'm thinking, and you know what I heard too?
What?
That they said that she may not have been pregnant at all, that she had hysterical pregnancy.
I heard about that. They talked about this kind of medical thing that happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's when you want to have a baby so bad that you start taking on the symptoms of having a baby.
Right.
But there's no baby coming.
Exactly.
And so I think that that's what happened. I think there was no baby coming ever. Right. The due date was here. She had backed herself up in the corner thinking maybe, in them months she could get pregnant by her man and not have to explain or make up some kind of mess.
Something.
But it didn't happen.
It didn't. And they did find her not even far from her house. They had on surveillance cameras. They tracked her places in gas stations and drugstores she was at.
Y'all people so crazy.
Really,
I don't know where we find these stories from, but you just have to live in the world and keep your ears and eyes open, and you're going to hear some of the craziest things in the world. If she couldn't get pregnant and her man, spouse, lover, woman, whatever, these days, whatever she with, then she should have been honest enough to say that I'm not pregnant. And I get the whole family worked up and we all waiting at Mount Sinai and you ain't coming.
Exactly. We waiting at the hospital. We worried about you and the baby.
Right, exactly.
Don't put nobody through that.
That's ridiculous to even put anybody through that.
Don't.
And now you got to be the laughing stock and the shame of the neighborhood or the town or whatever. Come on.
Yeah, people looking at you crazy.
Right, side eye.
Okay, we hearing Chris Brown and Carucci are at it again.
Oh my God! If you guys heard my reading that I just did, a week ago now?
Yep.
I told you they were not getting back.
We heard this. We knew this.
Maybe I should have talked to Chris, but I knew they weren't getting back. She had really continued to humiliate him.
Really?
It was all good with them, and she put up with a lot of BS and the threesomes and all that stuff they talked about, and he fronted on her when she was thirsty for that fame and that money and that lifestyle and all of that. Now she got what she wanted.
She got what she wanted, but worse.
Right. But I don't know if it's worse or better, but she got what she wanted. So it's like, I don't need you no more. You ain't going to just sit up here talking any old way to me.
Right.
And honey, they were back and forth.
They were back and forth all day and night on Twitter and Instagram and telling all kinds of crazy mess. But here was the thing. We already knew when they got together that wasn't going to last. Because we were thinking, who is this chick? Why you with her so fast?
Right.
We don't know who she is. She's no celebrity. Why are you with her after Rihanna? We all did a buck back like, you with her after Rihanna?
But he didn't do a buck back because he didn't realize that was a transition relationship, not the one. And that's what he needed to understand, that he was in a transition relationship. The one for him is not going to show up for another at least 4 to 5 years. And that's enough time for him to start growing up. And I think they both need to grow up. I'm so sick and tired of them airing out their dirty laundry in front of us.
Petty.
They are petty is the perfect word. Petty and immature. In one of her tweets, she got the nerve to say, as a mature woman, I can talk about anything because I had to live through it. If you so mature, then you shouldn't be online. Let me tell you what a mature woman would do. If all this back and forth and I'm sick and tired of this, I took you off my thing. I'm not following you. I'm not checking for you.
Nope.
You calling me, you texting me, I'm not answering. I'm changing my number if need be if you stalking me.
Right.
I got a restraining order to keep you off my property if need be. But I'm not having anything to do with you.
No.
Because I'm grown and I'm moving on. And that's what I said and that's what I meant.
Right.
And now I'm going to take the actions necessary to let you know that I'm standing on my word.
Yes.
But she's still following.
She's still following. I don't need to be on any shows, do no interviews about my relationship. If I'm done with you, I'm done with you.
And she got the nerve to say that Access Hollywood asked her questions about the relationship, and that's why she spoke on it. But listen, right. She did not have to speak on that. She could be no comment, just like a whole lot of these stars do. No comment. Or I don't speak on my personal relationship. But we can talk about whatever I'm here for, whatever she's there for. I don't know. I don't care. But they could have spoke on that.
Sure could have.
Because they can't take blood out of a turnip. If you ain't giving none, they ain't getting none. So don't sit up here and act like these reporters put a gun to your head. You was more than willing to speak on it because you are addicted to the drama.
Really?
Chris liked the drama too, though.
Yeah, no, don't
Chris liked the drama too.
Right.
And that's why y'all was attracted to each other. The drama that you could bring into each other's life.
Right.
And all the perks of fame and fortune and all of that. And just like he made a fool of you with coming up with this baby, which I don't know why. You knew what you was working with.
Right.
You knew what it was when you first got with it. So stop that mess. So where is the surprise? But now you just going too far trying to get your payback. Grow up, little girl.
You really are. It needs to stop. Because when they ask Chris about Rihanna or you or anybody, he's like, I'm not talking about it. Ask me about my music because that's what I'm here for.
Right. Today. He won't talk about it.
He will not.
And she talking about he did an interview with Ryan Seacrest, must have been on the radio show.
Yeah.
And I don't know what was said. And you know what? I don't even care. Y'all stay off my timelines and all of that, please. Thank you.
Please listen to Jacob Lattimore, Take It or Leave It. Please listen to that song. Mm-hmm. Last story today. It's rumored that Bobbi Kristina is supposed to be coming home to die.
Oh, yeah. That's so sad. I heard that yesterday. That according to, I'm going to say allegedly, rumors, is that she is she's out of the induced coma. And I don't think she's on a ventilator. No, she's got a tracheotomy tube in to help her breathe. But she's unresponsive and continues to be since January. So Bobbi didn't want this to happen. But let's be real, Bobbi. You can't keep her in a state of suspension forever.
Right.
So their intention is to bring her back to her Whitney's house, her childhood home, and let her pass away there. Because my feeling is that Whitney will come down and swoop her up anyway.
Really, it is really sad. It was so crazy here. The way her mother died was exactly the way she is supposedly died that way too. That's really sad, and I feel just as you feel. Whitney's gonna come down and tap on her shoulder and say, "You coming home today?"
I'm telling you what makes me sadder than that is the fact that everybody was all lit up and excited about this story. You know, in January and February, waiting on this girl to die.
Weren't they? Like,
right.
I swear.
And they doing that fake, let's put our prayers out. No. Stay in your lane.
Right.
And she didn't die, and everybody lost interest.
Right. Everybody just stopped
talking. So that tells you that we are a cup of instant noodle soup or a cup of ramen noodle society.
Right.
We want it quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right. That's really sick if you think about it. And you know TMZ was on that case, so they was waiting for real.
But there was a lot of newspapers and a lot of Twitter conversations and everything else. It's not exclusive to them. But we got to be better than that. We got to be more than that. We got to want more. And it just always is aggravating to me that people don't seem to want more or to be more or to have more or to learn and explore and listen or read or something. But anyways, I shall not go on.
Really?
Anyways, if you like it, subscribe
Comment.
and thumbs us
Please
up. We love all the views. We're just growing and growing on our little table talk
We
show.
love it.
We absolutely love it. And thank you guys so much for being part of our family.
Definitely.
Take care, guys.
See ya.